Did you know that the Navajo Nation is the largest federally recognized Native American tribe in the United States? One of our own, Malcom Flaggs, was born on the Navajo reservation and maintains a deep, proud connection to his ancestral homeland. We are back here with redshirt sophomore guard Malcom Flaggs. Malcom, thanks so much for taking the time. We're going to learn a little bit more about Malcom today.
Sounds good. I appreciate you. Of
course. Let's get to your team, right? Because you talked about that great tradition that Villanova has. Yeah. It comes with a great culture around it.
Sure.
And you can see Nova Nation really starting to gravitate towards this team, right? Really starting to capture the attention and the hearts of the fan base.
Right.
Is that something that you guys can feel inside the locker room? Do you guys can sense that?
100%.
Yeah, what's that like when you guys can sense those things?
You know, honestly, we just are a family. Like, if I could just describe it to anybody, like it's a true family. And you know, it's tough when you have 15 new guys on a team with a new head coach. That's super tough. I think only Perk, Hodge, and Wade were here before us. So, you know, shout out to them too. Is when we got here, they really welcomed us into their family. Whenever you feel welcome inside someone else's family, you know, you have something in your heart that really wants to make sure that they are family as well. So
let's talk about your role in that family aspect. I've heard Coach talk a lot about your high IQ, your basketball mentality. How much do you take pride in, like, having that extra knowledge of the game, and how are you utilizing that to your teammates and passing that along?
Oh man, whenever I can teach, whenever I can teach and help, I take big pride in that for sure. And just helping the younger guys, or really if it's just morale, or helping them, if they messed up and made the wrong play, or keeping their heads up, just trying to keep everybody's head and mind on the same page. And that IQ thing, I feel like that's just grown up from having a pops that's been in the game for a long time. That's something I just learned, and from playing the game for so long, that's something I've definitely learned. So spreading that knowledge wherever I can, whenever I can, I take a lot of pride in that for sure.
It's a super impressive trait to have. Anyone out there wondering how a team gels so quickly together?
For sure.
It's glue guys like this. It's awesome. You alluded to your father having such a presence in basketball, and especially in your life too. Earl Flaggs, I call him OG, right?
Yeah.
So he's worked with kind of NBA scouts in the past and been very present. What kind of knowledge has your father been able to pass to you, and what kind of game do you get from your dad on and off the court about this game of basketball?
Man, my dad plays a very pivotal role in my life, 100%. And, I'm so grateful to have such a great man in my life on and off the court. And, one of my favorite things about our relationship is our relationship can be an on-the-court relationship and an off-the-court relationship. It's something that separates. And I feel like that's something that, some people can't find when their fathers are heavily involved in their sport. You know what I mean? But, we'll have great conversations and pick each other's brains. And, I'm a student of the game. So whenever he's got something to tell me, I'm gonna apply it, and right when I apply it, it produces, and that kind of turns the light on. So
that's awesome. And do you think that you've just taken all the experiences, the lessons that you've been able to go with your pop and learn through your pop? Has that been able to allow you to cultivate the role you have with this team? Like, you think you've learned these traits through conversations you've had with your dad?
100%. He taught me everything I know, man, for sure. So yeah.
And now you teach. And now you teaching other people.
Yeah, I try to spread it, man. I try to spread it for sure.
Proud Native American.
For sure.
You've said this before too. Born on the Navajo reservation in Tuba City, Arizona. So what are some things? What are some traditions, some customs, culture things that you have learned from that Navajo tribe that you carry forward to even in a basketball career? What are some things?
I would say, like I've been saying this whole time, is, the whole family aspect and how much family really means. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes you hear, oh, that's my family. I feel like some people overlook the real true meaning of family. You know what I mean? And family is not just having their back when times are good. It's about having their back when they're going through the struggles and times are bad, and really, being there for them. I think that's something that they spent a lot of time on, with me and with their families, is, that aspect of really loving one another.
What does that mean to be able to carry your heritage forward with you wherever you go, especially stepping on a basketball court?
It means everything, man. Other than the Villanova on my front and my last name on the back, just being from that reservation, I carry it everywhere I go. And I try to, live my life to the fullest for them and for myself and for the people around me.
Let's get to know Malcom a little bit more off the court too, man, because I've heard that Chef Malcom knows his way around the kitchen a little bit. Okay, so what's our go-to dish? What do you go to?
My go-to dish, I cooked a lot of steak for me and Duke. in the summer when we were back home before we came here. It was a lot of steak. I think I cooked steak and eggs like 13 nights in a row.
Really?
Yeah, he loved my steak. I can really make anything though. I love making breakfast. That's one of my favorite things to make.
I like it. I'm a big
enjoy
breakfast guy, so
Yeah.
that's great to hear. It's great to hear. All right, so we already know Duke co-signed your steak.
Yep.
All right, so I have something I want to play with you, a little interactive game. It's
Okay.
called Flag or No Flag.
Okay.
But steak edition.
All right.
So I got some do's and don'ts of cooking steak, right?
Okay.
If you're okay with it, no flag. We're going to let it go. If you're not okay with it, we're going to flag it.
Okay.
First thing, putting ketchup on your steak.
Oh, that's a flag.
That's a flag?
That's a flag. No ketchup. No ketchup. That's
You
an
were
insult
quick
to the
with that.
cook.
Yeah,
That's an insult to the cook.
I would never do it with your steak, Malcom. I promise you. Second thing, seasoning your steak with anything else but salt and pepper.
That varies. I don't know. I'm gonna say no flag there.
No flag. You're good with that.
I'm good with that. But you can definitely add some other seasonings.
Like, do you do any other seasonings
I do.
besides salt and pepper? What
Sometimes
do you
I do. It depends. You know, it depends on the season for sure.
I like
think
this.
during the holidays, I'll do a crusted steak. An herb crusted steak, a lemon herb crusted steak. But you know, if it's just day to day, salt and pepper, and you know the little steak seasoning will get it done for sure.
Yeah, don't let your teammates hear you. You're gonna be catering the team dinner pretty soon. All right, third one. Cutting your steak immediately when you take it off the grill and not letting it kind of after cook and rest for a little bit.
Flag.
You got to. How long are you resting it after you take it off the grill?
Anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, this one. I think I know the answer to this one too. Cutting your steak open while it's still cooking to see if it's done. I got an awe from that
Flag.
one. Yeah, that's a flag. I know.
Flag.
I know.
I can't do that.
You can't do that. You just got to. Are you using a thermometer or you just know?
I just know. I just know.
We're
I got that
pro.
in my head. We are pro.
We're a pro.
Yeah.
Last one. I know this is a flag too.
Okay.
Eating your steak well done.
Yeah.
That's a flag.
That's a flag.
You almost were gonna let it go.
I was, because some people do like it well done. I'll give them that. But if you're a true steak lover, if you're a true steak professional,
What's the right cut? What's the right pepper?
medium rare.
Medium rare. I just got to medium well myself. I wasn't well. I'm gonna be honest with you, Malcom. I was well done for a long time. Just got to medium well.
Okay.
So we're introducing some pink.
You work.
I don't know if I ever get to medium rare, but we might get to medium.
There you go. You work.
We might get to medium. Maybe if I have a famous Malcom Flaggs steak.
It'll make your steak.
It'll make it medium rare.
For sure.
I appreciate it. Malcom Flaggs, red shirt, sophomore guard, knows his way around the basketball court, his way around the kitchen too.
For sure.
Note to self, next time I get the grill out, I'm hitting up Malcom to come over and get the steak done right. Coming up next on Inside Villanova Basketball presented by Toyota, it's time for a Coach's Corner with the head man himself, Coach Willard, to take a closer look at Matt Hodge.